Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in joining our community or supporting us a little further, consider becoming a member here on the YouTube channel. Members are kind of like subscriptions for Twitch, but more of the money goes into my pockets and they're a lot cheaper. Or if you're interested in playing in any of our games, starting next month, we will have 2 open slots in our Friday campaign, our ZODIAC campaign, and we have open slots available in our Tuesday game currently. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know if you are interested in any of them. All righty then. Go ahead and give us that recap, Lily.
Last time on Daddy Issues, the party approached the humble abode of their supposed father, and upon knocking very politely on the door with her hammer, they were Lily and her adopted family, her found family, were given entrance into his home, where they met a human man, Zemnian in accent, and named Agram. He began to explain to the party their where they'd come from, that they were the reason that he had so many children were for some sort of grand experiment of his, and that he used to be a Zemnian spy of sorts. He further revealed that the reason he gathered them together was because Tolsha was being hunted by the Myriad, and he thought that they'd be safer together rather than individually. And after some more explanation, he more or less summarized that he was in Pride's call, just trying to make the world a better place somehow. Let's see, got that notes. Scroll down, scroll down. After some of the explanation, Shale learned from him that there was an individual that was behind the scenes that had hurt him and others, and she wanted the name so that she could put a stop to it. But Agram, for the party's supposed safety, wouldn't reveal the name. Shortly after, the home was approached by a dwarf who informed the inhabitants that there was an Empire reinforcements coming to occupy the town. Knowing what happened last time there was a commander there, which was bad stuff, and where people had to live less than under the poverty line, Shale made a deal with Agram that she would stop the commander and his troops, and in return, he would provide the name as a way of showing that the party was ready to face whoever that individual was. After learning of this rather sudden turn of events, Lily was reluctant, but suggested a plan for her companions, that she and Kurt go disguised as an already higher ranked individual here who had already occupied the town, and more or less bluff their way and tell the current occupier that there was a mistake in the paperwork and that this trip was wasted on him.
So, as you all had this plan developed and ready at your disposal, unfortunately, both of the brothers got really upset stomachs. The twins are currently out of commission, which means you all are going to have to do some good old-fashioned work in town here. So what's the plan, everybody? You're already back on your cart, heading towards Pride's Call.
Oh boy, here we go.
What is your plan?
We should definitely start with oh, what's her name?
The bartender.
Yes,
Amy?
Amy Armson. Yes, and maybe even uh, Lockford as well, to see if they might know who the mm, informant is. Between those two, those are likely the ones that would give us the straightest information.
We're just trying to figure out who's being sent down. I'm sure the Starosta would have that information.
Yes, but the question is the Starosta complicit with it?
Or whether they are or not, we just need to know a name, who it is, don't we?
Yes. Uh, why is it every time something social comes up, it is the two brothers always get irritable bowels?
At this point, I think they poison themselves so they don't have to deal with it.
That makes most sense.
He's
But
a bit prickly on the topic of the Empire.
yes, but that could just be the fact of how everything that's happened to him growing up.
Do we want to go see Amy first then, or
Yes, I think that would be the wisest of ideas, as she is likely the one that we can trust the most in terms of the fact
All
that
right.
she knew where Binge was.
So you all head out over towards Amy's Tavern. As you're moving through town, Shale, are you the one at the front of the cart?
uh, handling the horses? Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Within the short amount of time you spent here in Pride's Call, you've noticed a very strong community sense that you are familiar with. They all seem to have close proximity to one another. They seem to get along much more nicely and even just wave or say hi, even salute local guards. Um, as you're moving through, you notice about one or two individuals walking through town that are moving outside of that community feel, but they are blending into the town very well, as if they are deliberately trying to do so, but you can tell they're not a part of this community for one reason or another. One of them appears to be a human man with dark hair, um, has a couple of chains around their neck, little necklaces, silver, platinum, and wearing darker colored clothing. The other one moving in and around town is a dwarven individual who has a unique haircut compared to most of the other dwarves you've seen in this area. Definitely not like a community style, more of a unique style that you would notice stands out a bit more.
Not as shaggy, or just different?
Well trimmed, well cut, different style. It's styled deliberately. And dwarves in Pride's Call usually style with braids. You've noticed that a lot. But this individual is like hairdresser styled hair.
I do want to touch on before we go a bit too deep because we kind of like rushed through a lot of names and stuff at the end of last session. As far as our clear-cut goals for this, can we just kind of recap? Like the gist is we are looking to divert whatever force is being sent to Pride's call, like stop them from coming here. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm asking Jero because I want to make sure.
Joey. So what my notes say is one of you was going to disguise yourself as one of the other commanders that would be free coming to this outpost to find the agent who came here before all of them, as that's how the Empire usually operates, in order to discourage the other commander from coming here. And if you couldn't find that agent, then you would take this out of town to go to that other commander, meet them on the way here, and then have that interaction directly.
Okay.
Slight correction too. I think one of the things Lily asked Agram was, are there any higher ranked individuals and all that that we could impersonate and stuff? Because that's, you know.
And he gave you this list of them.
Okay. So,
These are 3 commanders that would be in the area without specific posts yet that he is aware of.
so the primary goal is to try to fish out an agent who's reporting back to the Empire and either get them to not report or send a false report. That way we don't get marched on. Or if it does get out, we have to deal with the force that might be coming here. That's essentially okay.
The occupying
Yeah,
force that would
Yeah.
be coming.
All right. That's definitely different than what I had in my head. So I'm glad I asked.
All right, there you go.
I
Everybody's
thought
clear?
those 3 names were the ones that could potentially be coming.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
that's what I understood as well. And then when I,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I apologize. Those are the ones that could be coming. He doesn't know which commander it is. It's one of those 3. And you wanted to know another individual of a higher status that it could
yeah,
have been.
no, that we could, that we can impersonate and be like, hey, we're here. Like, there's been a miss thing in the paperwork. You need to go. This is an order from a higher ranking individual.
All right. Then I'll say Agram would be able to give you some of those names, but you first need to know where those individuals are so you don't make a big whoopsie. Because if Admiral Grievous shows up here inside of the town and they're like, but you're supposed to be over at this command fort right now that you are specifically appointed to and working on, that would immediately out you. So you need to find who is where before you can learn who you can impersonate.
Yeah, but the way we get around that is be like, I heard that there was a General Kenobi in this area.
Agram is obnoxiously careful, so that is what he would instruct.
Yeah, I know. Just yeah.
So yes, find the agent, save the town. So you all make your way over towards the tavern, which is as loud and energetic as it always seems to be in this town.
As we are passing those individuals, I'm going to make a comment when we arrive at our destination. Like, I'll nod towards them as we're moving. I think Lily's with me up front. The other 2, I'm not sure if they're following or in the cart, but I will make a comment that didn't those people look strange? I think we need to keep an eye out once we get there, so everybody's aware. We're all on the same page.
True, I can ghost them if you need.
Like, kill them? I don't think we need.
No, I can follow them.
Oh, well, that's. I mean, you can do what you want, but I'd just be careful, is all.
Don't worry, I'm always careful. And
Lily will, since Shale's the one driving the cart, Lily's in the passenger. She's gonna go into the cart, and she's going to cast, or I should say, she's gonna put on the DW armband of camouflage. I have on GM whispers. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. So, you don the armband, and you want to change what you look like,
No,
right?
this-
Or no, that makes you invisible.
It's in the invisibility
Okay,
spell.
so you turn invisible. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Advantage, of course. It's raining.
We're gonna Metal Gear this.
God damn it.
So rain still connects with your physical body as you are moving, which clearly builds a silhouette. It justifies your low roll.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I may have thought of something else if I knew it was raining though. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you would definitely notice your own silhouette as you're moving. Like, ah, shit, I am not hiding so well.
Oh, she's gonna move though. She's still gonna follow through.
Okay. As you're moving away, further away from the tavern to follow after this individual, you notice that individual looks over their shoulder very frequently, watching their surroundings very carefully. Much the same way that Tolsha does, but a bit more alert, if you will. And they seem to look down the street towards your general direction, but not directly seeing you, but noticing something off. You definitely seem to have alerted this individual to something.
Yeah, Lily's gonna. She's gonna. It's like when she's looked at, she's like, remaining like stock still, you know.
The individual pivots on their feet and begins walking in your relative direction. More of a march than a walk.
Like as relative as in straight at Lily, or just near, like in the general direction.
Relative direction. They're alerted that something is wrong. They don't see you because you're invisible, but as they are getting closer, there will be the possibility of them noticing an invisible thing near them.
All right. Well, as this person is, because you said that yourself, they like to look over their shoulder. The next time they do that, Lily would like to do like that press against the wall, like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
So you move over towards a wall and press against
Well,
it?
yeah, once they look over their shoulder again.
All right. Lily, do you wear boots or no?
No, I think we actually asked that question before. I'm gonna go with like no. She's got like the dragonborn feet going.
All right. The individual walks over to where you were standing on the muddy street and looks directly down at dragonborn-looking prints.
Shit.
They point back behind them. Zaliste.
Joey, quick question. While that's happening, sorry. Do I have a good view of this individual now, right?
Yeah, you're beside them.
Does it look?
But they seem to be following your footprints.
Oh shit. Fuck.
You failed a stealth check.
I should say, do any of their bags look like particularly like
Bags.
pouches, bags,
Pouches.
pockets?
Whatever are you talking about? No.
Are they naked?
They have
Oh,
pockets.
okay.
No, they're wearing fairly nice looking clothing underneath a very nice looking dark cloak.
Well, because one thing I wanted to give a try, because I did get this from my from the level up. Lily was gonna attempt to pick something from a pocket, or try to take something.
Loves. Oh, okay. So, roll me your sleight of hand check,
Oh no!
and while you're at it, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Shit. Okay, that shouldn't be Sorry, I didn't. I do not have advantage, and this is
Alright.
not going to end well.
10. I'm going to leave you off at this point, Lily, before the party gets to you.
That's fair.
The party. You all make it over to the tavern. Tolsha, Lily was not stealthing too terribly well, but whatever. Wow, good thing you rolled that. You all step inside. Same general atmosphere and energy that you had from the day before, just a little bit more simmered down this early in the evening. Nowhere near as many people seem to be inside, and I put you all on the proper map. We're just using generic tavern.
Is there a way to clear dice? I can like only see half the map. There's like a button.
Click on the screen.
Okay, there we go. Any sign of Amy?
Yes,
Um,
right here. She's walking around the tavern. This is Amy now, everybody. Look at her. Hello. Welcome back, all of you. How you doing?
We're doing quite well, thank you.
Good, good. Start you off with a simple round again?
Indeed.
Or are you looking to spice up the establishment already this evening again? All right, let me get you
something
round.
light's fine, thank you. We'll need to. I see you're a bit busy, but if you get a moment, we might need to talk to you for just a short bit. I promise it won't take you long.
Oh. This will be the slowest I am all evening. What's up? Or do you need to talk to me in the back?
In the back.
Yes. Brief.
All right, all right. And she'll walk with you all out back. Lily, I'll keep you moving with them just so you can have like the general, atmosphere. You are not here, but yeah. All right. You get into the kitchen. She sits down at her desk, pushed all the way into the back corner. So what's up?
We need some information.
Well, first, we did find who we are looking for and appreciate everything you did. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope everything went well with that.
Yeah, it seems to be doing fine.
Yes, he's a bit more blunt than I thought he would be, but he has his own charms. But either way, we're looking for an Imperial agent that was sent here, as word has gotten that they're sending a new commander and he stays away.
Well, that's certainly a bit on the strange side.
Yes.
You understand we are a part of the Empire here, right?
Yes, but from what we've heard, they're trying to do some kind of crackdown.
What do you mean?
They're bringing how many soldiers?
Oh,
It was around 40, possibly more.
So like a battalion, or not battalion, platoon.
They're bringing enough to occupy. Yep.
Bringing about 40 soldiers along with them.
Damn it! Well, there goes all of my profits for the next month. Yeah, if this goes as long as everybody thinks it will.
Well,
Let's.
go ahead, Tulsa.
we're trying to divert them away so that doesn't happen.
Now, don't get yourselves all mixed up in all of this business.
Well, much as I'd like to avoid it, Shale here wants some information from our dear old dad, and this is part of the condition to turn these guys away. From what he said, it's possibly one of three people: Timon Schnabel, Ferdinand Helsberger, or Oliver Weidelman. The only person who would know for sure is an agent that was sent here before.
So that's what the old kook has been up to out there. Always sticking his nose in people's business. And, this is frustrating. Listen, I don't want nothing to do with any of this. I'm not going to hear or relay anything you all have discussed with me. There may have been someone seen around town in the last few days other than all of you that they're not from around here.
Did they have a name, or did they look something different?
Well, they're a human, but that's not terribly different. Dressed in dark clothing all the time. Only a couple of people have really noticed them around town, but they've noticed them hanging out over by the guard station quite often. Hell, the captain is always seen talking with them.
Silver/platinum necklaces?
I remember something about gaudy jewelry, but I can't. New people in town aren't that interesting to me. Then there's this dwarven person. Definitely a city dwarf.
Wonder why he is here.
No clue. But I've heard about them. We've seen them around town. I just hope that individual isn't a Volstrucker.
Has he been around here before? Did he arrive about the same time as the other stranger you mentioned?
Those two arrived around relatively the same time. That's when I first heard about them, so I can only assume within a day. Or together, who knows? But if this is a Volstrucker, you all be careful with that. Right?
Do you know, like, what they'd be interested in, or like who they might speak with in the town?
Well, if it is a Volstrucker, they're the Empire dogs. They bark at whatever they're sicked on and rip it to shreds. So, presumably, they'd be pressuring people with any amount of power in this town.
So the Starosta.
The guard captain, the Starosta, the man in the cabin out there.
They know about him?
Well, if they know about him.
Right.
He has a little bit of power in this town. There's some people that regard him pretty highly.
Let's see.
Anyone in particular we should know of?
I just told you.
We
Do you have your ears clogged, girl?
Joey, have we I'm not sure, like, Pride's Call seems like it's pretty big. I don't think we've gone all around the town yet, but have we seen, like, where guard quarters are? Would we know, like, maybe where the main town hall is or anything at this point?
So, Pride's Call is fairly big, but it's mostly wide. Think like Ireland type of large communities just pushed together. You toured the entire town just a day ago while you were delivering all of the meat to everybody. You know where the guard station is. It's the other side of town, but they have a couple of small outposts throughout the area just for people who are on watch on those areas. But there is the actual guard station. That was closer to the other tavern where your guide got knocked up a little bit. or knocked around a little bit. Completely different.
I think that's gonna at least get us pointed in the right direction. Did you have any other questions for Otolsha? Marion, you're awful quiet. Are you worried about Lily? Probably. All right.
Tolsha?
I don't have any at the moment, other than the fact that I hope things are going well with Lily, considering she didn't look super stealthy coming out of that cart.
She tried to go invisible during a rainstorm.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't see her though.
I could tail.
Well, I think we best go find your sister then and head over to maybe one of these places.
Right. Thank you for your time.
Could we trouble to leave our cart out front? Is there a stable nearby, someplace maybe?
You can leave it out front, no problem. We'll make sure it's looked
Back
after.
by the end of the day, I promise.
That's fine. If you're not back by the end of the day, you just give me another gold and you'll be square.
I was about to I was taking out a silver piece to hand to her just for the offer.
All right. She'll take
Is
it. Yeah.
Kent in the cart, or did we leave him back with the other two?
He's tending to the two. They're a little on the safe
Okay.
side.
Let's have Kent just bring him into the tavern, set him up with a warm bed, and he can look to
Yeah.
him.
Shit bucket.
Yeah.
All right. Easy enough. So yeah, the three of them will do that. So the three of you head back into the tavern, and you see there's. Let me move you all back into the tavern. Boop. There we go. Come on. You see that in the late status of the evening, there appears to be a group of soldiers all ending their shift and coming in for a nice cup of ale to enjoy. As they all begin moving through here, the rest of the tavern gets a little more quiet and kind of just looks over at them, and they all just station themselves over at a table, shoo somebody else away, and begin barking out orders for drinks.
Are they mostly human as well, Jero, or are there a couple of
All five of them, Joey, are human. Yeah. All right. Well, get out. She looks at the table of you all.
All right.
be safe,
So.
and we'll see you real soon.
Yeah, yep. She's looking like she doesn't want to be seen talking to you in front of all of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna duck out.
As you're all leaving, you hear them remark about, "That's a big son of a bitch," as Marion is leaving. That's a big son of a bitch.
Put a hand on Marion's back, just give him a little caress and maybe a bit of a shove if he's not keeping his pace, because we're out of here.
Alrighty. So, you all walk outside, and it takes you all of 10 seconds to find the only dragonborn footprints in the muddy roads and side areas in this town.
I point to the prince and say over to Dorothy, "Go on, get it." And just casually wander after Dorothy, whichever way she goes.
Give me a survival check from Dorothy. Advantage, of course, because this is smell.
Sure.
Good thing, too. It's not that terribly hard to follow after. The footprints go down the road maybe 200 or 300 feet around a couple of curves from where all of you were before pivoting and kind of looks like they're backing up against the wall. And then they just stop there. That's where Dorothy loses the tracks.
Well, Dorothy loses them, so I'm going to go down and kind of inspect. I take it not too hard, following the only pair of dragonborn prints probably in this entire city.
Yep. You give me a survival check.
Can I assist?
Sure.
So, oh shit.
11s. The tracks seem to end up against that wall. I mean, there's other footprints, boot marks through the muddied road, but this is a frequented location. It almost looks like it was cleaned up.
Oh, sister seems to have disappeared here, Marion. I don't rightly know, and I'm like looking up the wall, windows and stuff. I don't. Can she fly? She a climber?
Not yet.
Is she like leap far distances? I haven't rightly seen her do any of those things, but she does surprise me.
Can I just look for a silhouette in the rain?
You can. Roll me an
While
investigation.
he's doing that, can I look for signs of like blood or struggle where these footprints end?
Roll me a investigation.
Guidance.
But I was trying to avoid
Ooh.
it.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh my
Sorry,
god.
Lily. Okay. Tolsha.
Thank God.
You look around that area where the footprints seem to abruptly end, and you notice something almost like sand down on the ground, and you get down and pick this very coarse sand up between your fingers. There's a little bit of it here. And roll me a poisoner's check.
Guidance. Using what?
Intelligence. 22. You look at it and sniff at it, and you get a little drowsy just from smelling it. Shit. That's sleeping powder. Somebody knocked her
God
out.
damn it, Lily.
Someone's knocked her out and taken her.
Alright, so we're done following the Dragonborn. Let's see where this person went. And I'm looking for the freshest tracks that aren't Lily's from this area.
All right. That is much easier to notice. Survival check.
I'll do my...
Don't roll
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to do my session inspiration because she's in trouble, apparently. 22.
22. Wow, another 2. You look around at the tracks, and there's 2 other pairs of footprints here. There's one that looks typical, average human, and the other one looks indented into the ground fairly deeply, and the footsteps look as if they're like struggling to walk through the town a little bit, as if they're carrying more than they're used to. By your estimate, you found 2 individuals. One who stood here and another who carried her body away. the imprints look very clearly like they're hoisting something heavy. Lily, as a dragonborn, does weigh more than the average person her size.
Yeah, she's skinny, but she's dense.
Yeah. Some would say thick.
All right. Bullshit. I think if we do come across something and find ourselves in a compromising situation, sorry, Miriam, I don't think you might be capable of this, but she lets out kind of a light bird call, just like a, and I think we should at least not alert others of our presence if we are found out. Just utilize that call. I'm gonna try to. Well, you may need to keep up. She reaches down to the ground and picks up some of the sodden earth and like rubs it on her feet. And she's going to be casting Longstrider.
All
and
right.
she books in the direction that these tracks are going. Full sprinting. Don't need to slow down because I'm a wanderer and I am just, on these like a hound dog.
Alrighty.
So many references.
You're following these tracks through the town, and they seem to be walking very narrow, straight directions, pivoting at the very last moment to change their direction and move through the area. And as you are doing so and running, the tracks end when you come up to a cobbled road, much more well-constructed area. The only main road that goes through all of Pride's Call out further south or further west and up north. And as you exit out on this area, you look forward and you are in front of the guard station.
I wait however long I have to wait for Dorothy and everybody else to catch up. But yeah, just watching the tower from, I would say, across the road. I don't want to be positioned, right in front of it.
So, the station in Pride's Call is not a very large one, as it is a small, very old community of individuals. They don't need that many jail cells. The building is only 1 story in total and has a very old stoneworking to its construction. As you are approaching it, there's a couple of lanterns outside currently giving off a glow, and the front door to this establishment seems to be open, though there's nobody frequenting the area itself. I've moved you all to the proper map now.
Good God, Lily.
Definitely someone inside knows where she is at this point. I don't think they're gonna be too happy speaking with any of us, unfortunately. I don't suppose any of you have a way of getting out of the place real quick without causing too much trouble?
No, but I can make it so there's no sound in there.
You all watch as a couple of dogs, mastiffs, walk out from the station, and what appears to be a very well armored individual walks out as well, as the dogs are sitting there in the rain going about their business, and he pulls out a pipe and just begins smoking it and exhaling.
This is does anybody have any ideas?
Well, I can talk to the mastiffs and I can attempt to ask him if he's seen a dragonborn who's too curious for her own damn good.
Right, we can talk to him, but I don't think the gentleman there is going to be too happy about us approaching his dogs.
Are the dogs doing anything?
Yeah, they're going about their business.
They're just minding their own stuff? Okay.
Well, they're pissing. They're investigating for where to piss. They're shitting. They're going about their business. He's taking the dogs out.
Yeah, and while they're shitting, they are staring at him because, dogs.
Yep, direct eye contact, and he's shaking his head, smoking the pipe, and just he definitely has an air of irritation about him.
I could attempt to get them all to sleep. This will be if this messes up, it's gonna be a fight. Do you want to try to talk with honey words or just force our way in there?
I think if we cause any sort of commotion in this town, especially with its gods, we're definitely going to be seeing a force sent this way. If we can avoid it, probably don't want to try to force our way in there. Can you distract him for just a moment, Portia?
I can.
I'm looking towards Tolsha and just kind of going off 15, 20 feet or so up the road, staying within eyesight of the dogs, waiting for her to cause some type of scene.
Alrighty. So, Tolsha, go ahead and approach.
Okay. We're going to walk up towards the guard.
He opens one eye, starts patting out the tobacco pipe, tossing it on the ground. Hey there. How you doing?
I am doing well tonight. Fortunately, I'm looking for one of my friends who appears to have gotten drunk and wandered off.
We got no one in the drunk cell right now, so sorry.
Yeah, well, at least I haven't.
Have you checked one of the other stations?
No, I figured I'd come and check this one first since it's the main one.
This is usually where we keep people who are a bit more on the dangerous side. You must be new to Pride's Call, huh?
We're passing through. On our way to meet up with some family.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself here in Pride's Call. If you need anything, I'm the Pride's Watch Captain. Be sure to reach out to me. Let me know.
Oh, you're the captain.
Yeah.
How long have you been the captain?
Oh, just over a decade.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
No. Oh, I love this town. Beautiful people, beautiful folk.
Oh, it's just a lovely town. Like everyone we've met so far has just been fantastic.
Oh, good. I'm glad. That's what we aim for here.
Yes, I've noticed that everyone's been quite friendly.
Shale, were you upcasting that to hit both of them? Okay.
Level 2. Yep.
All right. That is an 8 and a Wait, this is wisdom, right?
Wisdom.
Okay, that is a 10 and a natural 1.
All right, they both fail. So they are.
Both of them look at you and just wiggle their butts.
Yep. And as soon as I see I've got their attention, I just slowly approach them with Dorothy a bit behind me, going, "It's okay, girl. No, see, they're friendly. They're very nice." And hello. I just want.
Hey. He immediately grabs onto the collars. Oh, be careful with yours. They're trained to attack.
I understand.
So
Dorothy,
be careful with you.
Stay back. And I just.
They are acting very well
Yeah, I
behaved.
go up to them and just like hold out my palm and I go, see, it's good, it's good. And Dorothy's just like sitting back, probably leering at the dogs. And
Wow. He slowly relinquishes his grip. I've never seen that before. They were trained to immediately investigate strangers.
oh, my mama, she used to take us out with the hounds all the time. And let me tell you, it's probably the jerky. I got, quite a bit of dried meats in my pockets here. They're probably just a little hungry, and I like take a bit out and feed it to each of them. I'm kind of curious. I haven't seen any of these dogs around this place. Do you just keep them holed up here? Tell me, you let them out once in a while.
Oh yeah, I'm letting them out right now. Yeah, these are trained Imperial Mastiff guard dogs.
Oh wow, are they from here, or I've never seen?
Well, these two are. Most of the we have to send them back, deeper into the Empire to get their training done, of course. And it's so weird. They never act like that about people.
They're so big and strong,
and they're just drooling everywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You two are having a
no. You're fine.
This
is.
I apologize.
You're fine. Oh, you're fine. It's fine.
I look at.
By the way, where the hell do you come from? Never met someone like you.
I look at Tulsha and I kind of like try rolling my eyes at him, like, come on, get back to it.
You sure you haven't seen anyone? Because she's a bit of a troublemaker, unfortunately. She likes to... She was raised as an orphan, you see, and, well, not growing up with much, she kind of got into some trouble.
Do you want to come inside and give me a report? I can keep an eye out for her. Just need to write it all down.
I speak with animals while they're in the midst of their conversation again, and I tell the dogs, you have to protect me. That giant creature behind me, he's coming after me. And Dorothy gives a growl and then runs off. Please go get him.
Wait. Whoa, hey, what are they? Oh, jeez. He starts giving out a loud whistle and they're not coming.
What?
That's...
Oh, God, no. Dorothy! And I, like, feign that I'm, like, running after them and just, like, trip after, like, 20 feet or so, pick myself up and...
Ma'am, if you don't mind, just wait here a minute. I have to go get them. They don't usually act like this. They... stop acting like a bunch of bitches, and just comes taking off after them.
Dorothy's going to run, and as she gets further away, she'll eventually burrow if they get too close. I know she has a speed of 40. I'm not sure if they can catch her, but...
Mastiffs? They have a speed of 40 as well. They're the same movement as her, but she can.
So they're doing laps around, basically.
We're doing a Tom and Jerry skit right now.
Yep.
So yes, Tulsha, since you were already in the building, when you look inside, you see that ignore the two dogs right here. That was those dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
Pull them out. They're a part of the map. You see that there appears to be a table that has a set of chips, cards on it, all manners of different gambling trinkets on it, just a recreational table. And there appears to be one individual sitting at it who looks over at you as you are stepping in. They seem to be playing with one of those long chains that previously Shale saw around this individual's neck. It's the exact same person. They look over at you.
Point to Miriam outside and I go,
I was going to wait to make sure the guard captain was gone, then I was going to go in.
Oh, he took after
so I'm
those
walking
dogs.
towards the door.
Yeah. Yeah, and those dogs are charmed for 24 hours to protect her from
I'm behind
from Dorothy.
Once he goes.
Yeah. I was up like, hi there. I'm waiting for the captain to return. Apparently his mastiff just took off.
Zenve.
I know I have a shitty perception. Do I hear that accent?
Oh, yeah, clear as day.
Am I getting? Does that voice sound like the one I heard back in the other town?
Insight check.
Kind of pouring cats and dogs out there. You don't mind if we just warm ourselves a little bit while we wait?
There is a waiting room out there. Stay.
There's a fire. Okay.
They look at you as if they really do not
Yeah,
care. 9. This individual speaking clearly out loud. The other one was a very hushed tone. Comparing the two, maybe it's difficult to
Same
tell.
shoes?
You're unfamiliar. You have not heard this accent before. Same shoes.
Because I remember the boots of the old one.
The individual is wearing a pair of boots.
Are they wearing gloves?
Roll me history. This individual is not
Okay.
wearing gloves. They're playing with a long chain. 12. The boots do look the same. But now that you look at them completely out here, they're kind of like military issued footwear.
Period.
And the individual looks at you staring at their boots, and they just twine the chain around a few of their fingers. It just keeps staring at you directly.
My apologies for staring. I'm just was waiting to ask if they'd seen any of my one friend that got away. She's a bit of a drunken troublemaker.
There has not been anybody.
All right.
Am I
Were
close
you-
enough to insight that?
Sure, yeah. You two are just, they're not being sly or quiet.
Natural
door's
20,
wide
25.
They seem to be speaking quickly in a way to shut down any opportunity for questioning or inquiry towards them or anything around here. Rather, if they're lying about what they said or not, you can't tell, but they are deliberately trying to make people or make her not have an openness to converse with them.
Well, if you do not mind, we would like to make sure that our friend is not here as I step through the archway.
Oh no.
They look over at you, and their brow immediately furrows downwards.
Yeah, the non-human's here. What you gonna do about it?
There is nobody here. Leave.
I'm kind of getting mixed signals. You said we could stay here for our friend to get back with our pet, and then you're saying we have to leave, and you're saying nobody's here, but somebody is clearly here.
Do I see
The-
Misty?
Misty for the.
Roll me a.
Lily's automaton, which would be.
Go ahead, Lily. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, given it was a stealth mission, Lily would have left Misty on the cart.
So Misty's on the cart. Then roll me a perception check, Tolsha. You see Lily's bag and belongings directly beside this individual, kind of like tucked underneath the table and hidden away.
It's your show, Tulsha.
You haven't happened to have seen her around, would you? She's about this tall, likes to make trouble, can't really speak, and I'm going to try and use. Surely you would tell me if you had seen someone, right?
And there it goes.
Roll me initiative.
I was waiting for you to say, why don't you have that shit? And I was going to do something, but nope.
I was thinking you're going to use your suggestion spell.
I was about to.
You're attempting to, but they recognize magic very quickly.
Well,
I would
I thought-
recognize it too then.
Joey, I thought with suggestion, it's not. It's only verbal. It's literally this.
With detect thoughts, you can tell what they're trying to do on their surface.
Eat that
shit.
bitch!
They're playing with their string the entire time.
I should have asked if I recognized if that was magic. Damn it.
Yep. It's all right. All right, I roll. Oh, they rolled so shittily.
Hey, luckily it's not. It's not just us.
Lily, roll as well. You're
Yeah,
here.
but I figure I'm asleep.
You are asleep, but that doesn't mean you will be asleep. Roll. Just in case.
This is why I need to violate your blood so we could have tracked you down quicker.
Marion, as that is happening, you see a flash of magic go over their eyes and a subtle incantation beginning to emanate underneath their voice. What do you do?
Do I get a reaction before that?
A reaction?
I
To
have
what?
counterspell.
Oh, they're beginning to cast a spell. They're not actively
Okay.
casting one yet. On their turn, they are showing aggression. On their turn, they will be casting a spell. So you have a turn, and then you can use your
Okay.
reaction.
I'd like to cast Hold Person.
All right, wisdom save.
Yes.
You know what? They're going to counterspell that.
I can't counterspell because I'm casting.
Yep. As you begin casting that spell on the individual, they stand up and streak the chain, and there's a little ting in the air that snuffs your spell out from it. The Tal'Dorei spies.
You wish. And I would just like to rush them aggressively and try to. I can't do anything, but I'm just gonna like aggressively run up to them.
You wish. Lily, you are having the most sweetest, most intoxicating dreams that you've ever had before in your life. Sleeping so well. Tolsha.
Okay,
I used his reaction. Have fun.
yeah. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm first going to say, I'm sorry for what is about to occur. I'm going to, and I'm speaking to Miriam when I say that, as I'm going to cast silence.
Ooh.
I'm fine.
That
Go
is
ahead.
neutering. That is neutering. Ah, I hate
And I'm,
silence so much.
it's going to end at like this section over here, and then I'm going to block the door.
Oh, jeez. All right. Draw it on the map where your silence is.
So it would be centered here, right next to Miriam.
So, put it on the map. Like, you can draw a square.
Yeah, I got nothing.
What is it? A 30-foot cube?
20-foot radius sphere.
So 20. That's 20. It's fucking huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this?
Yeah, centered here, so it goes all the way out past the door that I'm blocking.
Yeah.
And then I can't do bonus action spiritual weapon, can I?
You already cast the leveled
Yep.
spell on the turn. Alrighty. The Mind Mage is going to go.
Mage.
You mean the mime is going to go? Sure.
He can't say can he?
Let's fight a mime, guys.
Cannot. I have to look at this.
I got something I can do.
What does this item do?
Silence, baby.
They reach up towards their ear, push on it, and begin saying something inside of the silence, looking directly at you, Tolsha.
Hmm?
And you see that there is this hooked earring that goes all the way around their ear and then hooks through the lobe itself. And then they lift up a dagger and will throw it at you. All right, 14 misses.
14
you, right,
misses.
Bolsha? Oh, wait, no, I was requested to roll publicly for these daggers. Okay. 21
Dang it,
hits.
the 14 earlier missed.
You guys voted. You wanted it all public. So that'll be 4 points of piercing damage. I need you to give me a con
Is
save.
this a poison?
No, it is maintaining concentration on a spell.
Okay. Son of a...
Silence is
How
gone.
rolls today? Jesus.
Hey, you got a round of it. That's not.
Back up here immediately. That is what they were saying as all of this is happening. Shale, your go.
Turn to the door. Do we got a latch, a bar, or a key for the lock?
A
bar. Action.
Yeah.
Bar the door.
Alrighty. You close the door and I'll say bonus action.
Well, it's an action to use an object. I'm fine with that. Because I'm not a rogue. Rogues do that with bonus. I don't want to take away from other classes.
Right. Yeah. It's a lock. I don't really count that as a use an object. It's interacting with an. Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna move up and step around Tolsha, so extra movement, and then reaching into my bag. This will be my bonus action, taking out the frenzied axe in both hands. Where's Lily? 2, 3, 4. Yep, I've got enough movement. Gotta love Longstrider.
Oh, it's so good. They seem to not be
Intimidated.
replying.
Yeah, obviously. That's my bonus action movement. I am done.
Already. Marion.
Don't have time for this. I'm gonna try once again to cast fucking old person.
They're not comfortable with that saving throw. They're gonna have to counter it again.
He's burning third levels.
He is burning the thirds.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna go to the other room and start looking for Lily.
All right, you walk around the corner and you see multiple different jail cells. And when you look inside, Lily is lying on the ground, head resting on a set of shackles, drooling and snoring.
Does it appear locked?
It's a jail cell. Yes,
Damn
it
it.
is locked.
All right, that's all I can do.
Already. Lily sleeps like a baby. Tolsha.
Would I recognize what spell Miriam was trying to cast?
Do you have hold person?
You have the
Yes.
spell? Then yes. It's the same semantic component. It's the verbal and the material that changes for spellcasting.
All right. Hold person.
God damn it. All right. What's that going to be? A wisdom
Mhm.
save? All right. There we go.
Oh,
That's a fail.
yeah!
They are not elven. They don't have advantage. All right. As you do that, they're holding on to the ear and just paralyzed.
Who's he
For a
talking?
minute.
All done?
5, 10. Do I see Miriam looking at Lily?
Oh, yeah. With your passive,
15,
you clearly
20.
see her.
25. Can I hurl a small rock as a bonus action at Lily's head?
Nope. It's an action to try to rouse her.
Damn.
Alrighty. Their turn. Another wisdom save at the end of their turn. 18. They are free.
God damn it.
Shale. I mean, you keep wasting their turns one at a time.
Yep.
He already calls for help.
You didn't answer me. I'm sorry. And I'm going to swing non-lethally, trying to take off a part of this person's foot, I guess. I don't need him running. Frenzied Axe. Go, go, go.
Go for it.
16.
That beats their AC, even with mage
All
armor.
right.
And they do not have shield.
I'm
All
going
right.
to make them my favorite foes, so they'll take the additional 2 as well.
So total of 6 points of damage.
6. Yep. And then second attack.
Go for it.
Coming in.
Really hoping to get that whole person to get advantage on that.
20. So for
Hits.
another 13. And this time I'm like slamming him up against the wall with the bar. Just like bouncing him off the wall with it, basically. That's it.
Alrighty. All done. Marion, your go.
I would like to try to rouse Lily from her slumber.
Okay. So you reach through the bars, trying to like pat at her and yell at her. Lily, as
damn it.
he is doing all of this, that is your action, Marion. Lily, you are now awake, lying on the ground. The last thing you remember is as you're trying to steal something from the individual, they raised their hand and blew the sandy dust in your face, and then you collapsed. You remember nothing else since then.
I don't think you can talk. They got your stuff over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they would have taken your voice box. That's polished.
And then another was just.
Yes. All right, all done, Marion?
If I can, just look around for the keys if they're here.
Alrighty. You'll start that on your next turn with an investigation. Lily, you're waking up. Your head feels a little swollen on your brow. Just like a little pressure there. And yep, your equipment has been taken from you. Anything polished, your armor, and your bag. Mages know what to look for. You're muted.
I'm tracking. Just at the same time, I don't know if I have anything Lily can do then, because like unless she like you'd allow
Cantrips?
me to have her like keep something inside her like inside a hidden pocket or whatever, like a little pick or.
You would have to have pre-established that before.
Yeah, I figured.
Do you have anything that you can cast that does not involve material components? Artificer, I think that's your biggest thing is material components.
Yeah.
Tools to
shit,
basically cast anything.
Huh?
You need your tools. That's your spell focus, basically.
Right. But if there's no M next to it, then you can cast it.
In that case, Lily is gonna like quickly assess. Oh, I'm in jail again.
Oh, wait.
And
Can she cast without being able to speak?
no, that's why I had the voice box.
So no verbal and no material.
Pure somatic.
I mean, not that I had any cantrips that didn't need material, anyways.
Right. You still have your gloves though, because those are invisible.
Oh.
Nobody can see them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. That if you tell me about that one. Anyways, Lily is gonna like, yeah, she's in jail again. She's gonna. She'd like to do an investigation or perception to look for her stuff or the keys.
All right. Roll me a perception check looking around. 13. You notice your stuff is kind of like underneath the table right where Shale is sitting. And hey, there's that fucker who blew the shit in your face. As for the keys, you look over directly where the dog's handle is. There is a rack of keys.
Lily will point to the keys and her bag, like just basically do like what's that called? Go like one finger at there and with the other finger at her stuff.
That.
You know
I think that's
sign
all I can do.
language.
Yeah, Marion can respond to your sign language.
Oh, that's
remember that.
right.
You know Goliath.
That's
yeah,
our
you two
biggest
can
character
communicate like that, so-
development between us.
Yeah. So yeah, Marion, she communicates that to you, no problem. Tulsha.
Also communicated. Careful, he's a mage.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Would this be easier flanks as he backed into a corner?
No. He deliberately put himself in a corner.
All right, fuck it. I got it. I got attempted. Inflict wounds, 3rd level.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Oh my god.
So
17
that
hits.
is 36, 41 points of damage.
You walk over with this shocking grasp to him, looking ability as he goes, nah, and doesn't counterspell it. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
She's got raised dead. We're fine.
Damn
So-
wizards with their.
So you know the old. I want him just to start like shriveling up as like the moisture starts evaporating from his body, and basically
all-
he looks like that ancient grandma from SpongeBob, who's in
The spinal column?
yes.
I hate chocolate.
Yes. So you go over and thrust your palm into their individual's torso, where all of you watch immediately they just become dry and shriveled like a raisin and collapse dead onto the ground.
I
Holy
immediately
shit.
shoved Tolsha like 5 feet back. What are you doing?
We need.
You killed him!
He called for backup. We have to get Lily and run. He saw our faces.
You can't kill people, Tolsha!
Oh wow, this is a moral discovery.
Lily is signing. Obviously, she can.
Mirian's getting Lily's stuff and keys and getting her out of the cell while this is happening.
Alrighty. So you run over to where the keys on the wall are, gather them up, and go back to the cell to unlock it for her. What are the other two of you doing? That's going to take him at least like 20 seconds.
He's the one who'll have the information. So I am going to quickly search him for any correspondence. Take the earring that I saw him communicating through.
Put that in a
So you
bag.
take the earring.
Yep, that's going in Lily's bag. Searching for correspondence. If I don't find any correspondence, taking his head.
You're just gonna
Give me
cut
an
his head
investigation.
off.
If
By the
I
way,
don't find any correspondence, that's the.
So
Joey,
roll your investigation. Yes, Lily.
sorry. While before Tolsha would cut off the head, would Lily have her voice box right then?
Sure.
Okay.
Tolsha, there's no time. Stuff it in the bag. The whole body.
As you are investigating Tolsha, you watch as the jaw of the individual immediately shatters and breaks off. As you see a runic marking in the roof of their
Oh,
mouth.
bastards. Arcane.
Clever,
CIA
clever,
motherfuckers.
Clever. Would mending fix it? Is the body considered an object?
No. No. People are not objects.
Lilia.
They are to me.
Right? Are you okay? Did they do anything to you?
Let's talk about that later. We need to go now. Tolsha, stuff the body in the bag now.
I'll stuff it in there.
Okay, let's go.
As you're stuffing the body in there, Tolsha, you have the little earpiece, and you can tell the gem on it is like shining right now.
Do I recognize what that device is?
You've never seen this device before in your life, but it's clearly magical.
Damn it. Throw that in the bag now.
In the bag.
Right. You throw it into the bag.
Better keep it in a pocket dimension rather than on us.
And I think we're going to go on break so you guys can decide what you are doing now after all of this. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the chaos of daddy issues, everybody. I hope you're all having a fantastic Sunday today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our channel. If you're interested in joining our community, we have open slots available next month in our Friday campaign, the ZODIAC one. And we have open slots available in our Tuesday campaign currently. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Alrighty, party. Where last we left off, there was a little bit of panic, a little bit of hustle to all of you. You've picked up the body of this mind mage who had stolen your sister, Lily, thrown her into a jail cell, and had intent to murder you written across their entire face. You stuffed them into a bag after, well, Tolsha raisinized him. And you all are panicking right now. That is exactly where we are starting. Panic. Go.
Lily, evil laugh, turn into a human.
You're muted. And you now appear as what type of human?
I think Lily's gonna look like this guy.
Alrighty. You shrink down a few inches, you become less broad in your shoulders, and you lose your tail. You now look like this individual, illusionarily.
In reality, she's just tucking her tail.
Alrighty.
Right, we need to get to the cot and get out of here.
So, you all exit out of the establishment where you see the dwarven individual is running back again. Hey, okay. It just keeps going about his
Sees
business.
us leave with the guy who he's having cards with. We have a good alibi, guys.
Oh, is this the dwarf guy that like told the dear old dad about the stuff, or is this the dwarf suspicious?
No,
dwarf?
this is the watch captain.
Oh, okay.
This is the watch captain. Yeah, dwarven watch captain. He's the pride watch captain.
Lily's just
So yeah,
like not saying anything, obviously, but she's gonna like look superior and like nod as if like carry on.
do a performance check. for
Fuck.
me, please.
Does she have advantage for being disguised as it?
No, you have opportunity because you look like him.
Fuck. What was it again? Deception? No, performance. You said performance.
Performance.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. The dwarven individual looks back at you a little strangely because instinctually you have a nervous smile. And that individual never smiled. Anyways. You all take into the streets and start heading your way through the open area and terrain, trying to calm yourselves down, breathe a little better. I need everybody here to roll me a performance check, actually.
I'm
gonna roll
going
again,
to catch up because I have to go wrangle Dorothy, so it shouldn't take me long, but I gotta.
Especially with your long
Yeah.
strider. You'll catch up.
Guidance?
I
Sure.
will use my session inspiration for this.
Same.
Oh, fuck. I forgot I had it too because I did the recap. Shit.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll again though?
Really glad I got that.
No, that's your performance for what you're doing. This is them walking through town trying to act normal. Everything is natural. Everything is fine. We are not hyperventilating. You're hyperventilating.
Oh, I'm hyperventilating.
So, you all... Okay. 2 of you are managing. You're managing to act like everything is fine. Shale, you're very mixed
I'm
up
like
right now
looking at
with
the
everything.
bag that a body is stuffed in, like, oh my god.
And Lily, you are nervous, smiling, not realizing it. Just, yep, everything's fine.
Yeah, I think she's.
As you are walking... Yeah.
I think she's still trying to put things together because it literally she's sneaking sleep powder. All suddenly wake up. What the fuck's going on?
Dead body run.
Yep. So, as you're all moving through the city streets, I don't have the city streets map. No. All right, we'll do the generic bar map, okay?
Okay.
All right, generic bar map. All right, all of you outside. One second. As all of you are moving through the streets, walking through the area, you watch as a large group of Imperial soldiers are all marching through the area, looking very alert, hands on their weapons as they are moving. And that dwarven individual that Shale spied around town seems to be marching directly towards Lily right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm going
Lily-
to walk away from Lily, continuing in the direction that we were heading. And I'm going to like grab at Miriam and Tulsha.
Yep.
He looks at you strangely, Lily, as you are walking up, and he holds onto his ear.
Lily is going. Lily doesn't know about the ear thing, does she?
No, you have no idea. What the fuck? Does he have an earache? Like,
Lily will at least know he's doing something because he's looking straight at her while he's doing that. Lily's gonna shake her head.
now roll me a deception check.
Fuck. I don't know if I
Session?
should my. I'm thinking about it, but I have a 0 deception anyways.
Don't worry,
So-
Kurt's got this.
Where's Kurt when we need him?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Go ahead, Lily.
I'm gonna
Go ahead,
I'm
Lily.
saving the inspiration when. Oh,
Ah! 11. Okay.
just gonna see what would have been if I had taken advantage. Shit.
Yeah, that would have been a lot better. He walks directly up towards you, Lily, and Shale will just put you like right over here. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
wait,
oh,
oh,
not with these
Oh, he's looking. Okay.
Yeah, he walks directly up towards you. Then where is the target?
Let me just measure something real quick, cause I. Okay. Okay, never mind. That's not as big as I thought. Shit. I think you've already established with me that Lily can't mimic voices with the voice box just yet.
No, you don't have that ability. You would need something like a minor illusion or something like that.
Lily is going to look at him, but then look to the soldiers, and then like look to a nearby alley and just kind of like do a chin shrug, like, "Hey, let's talk about this away from the common rabble."
Will nod. Looks back at all the soldiers. Stand guard. Several paces back. And he will walk with you over down yonder here. Who's the hell are these people?
Lily is. God, this is awful.
This is not smart.
Oh shit! I don't. Joey? Is it possible to get it so he's at least more at the corner rather than, visible? Or is that like a no? He's not gonna do that.
As of now, he's just slowly following you because you're definitely acting strangely to him.
Fuck.
Wide-eyed looking at Tulsha and Miriam like, what do...
Master, who are they?
You just said master, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking right now because this is one of the things I wanted to do was at some point divert and invisible. Shit. Damn it! I wish I was better at this. Sorry, I as a player am drawing like complete blanks. I know Lily. All right, so your character is then.
Lily, I think, is a quick enough thinker to think of some bullshit, but I can't, as a player, can't think of bullshit because I usually don't get into this kind of shit.
Well, the individual is being very suspicious of you right now. And your prolonged silence is increasing that suspicion. Master, respond to me.
Uh, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking of shit. Yeah, Lily is going to kind of like lean into as if to whisper something, and it's a bad idea. Yeah, no, she's gonna go ahead and
I'm running past Marion and I grab his purse, and then I run by this dwarf guy and I shove him into the wall and run away up the street.
I look down at my purse.
Alrighty.
Thief!
I need both. I need a deception check from you, Marion, and I need an athletics check from you,
is
Shale.
that a deception? She stole my money.
I legit have his coin purse, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware that you legit stole it. It's
Well.
just, oh yeah, there's good distraction.
Is it deception?
I did say deception.
Hey, not bad.
17. All right, you run past Marion, grabbing the purse and taking off, and a couple of the guards immediately reach down towards their weapons, getting ready to take off, but you shove the dwarven individual who like gets thrown forward into you, Lily, pushes up against you, shoves, turns around, Le Chasson, and throws a spell out towards you, Shale.
Joey, what about, because I was using my enervating breath, which I wish it had the name of it there. That's what the DC 13 was. Because that's Lily was gonna whisper in, and then she was gonna use that breath like downwards on him.
Oh.
So in this case,
okay. So all of this is happening around the same time. Okay. Cool. So he turns around, and then con save. All right. Now I have to mechanically roll that for him.
Oh, come on, roll shitty.
Come on. Where?
Come on, roll 20. You can do it.
No, it didn't pop out the fucking thing properly.
Come on, roll 20. You've been giving us low rolls. Give him a low roll.
Oh, also since
You said con?
yeah, it is con. Also, since we did go stop by the cart, Lily's gonna bring back Misty.
Sure.
Fuck.
Misty's over at the cart. You do the breath in front of him, Le Chasson, and throws the spell out at you, Shale. I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Well, shit.
Oh.
I think I've disconnected because I don't see any of that. Oh, there it goes.
No, it just rolled 20.
You're all on this map, correct? Yeah.
So second time I'm saving Lily today. Let's not make a third.
To be fair, Lily's not in the great headspace.
I don't think any of us are.
Jeez, wow. All right, that's them rolls. Tosha.
Fuck. Okay. Well.
Oh, wait, he did get his spell cast off on you. He cast Magic Missile. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll take 16 points of damage, Shale.
He's still level
As
2
the
on a
4 bolts-
random street thug. Wow, they are vicious.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe they took a book, took a page out of Tolsha's book. Just kill.
I mean, we're in a
All right,
bad
so Tosha,
spot.
you see that the individual throws a line out, and you see these 4 bolts shoot off the rings on his hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, all at Shale.
Third level sleep centered on the soldiers.
Roll it.
Come on, give me a high number, knock them all out.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. That's enough for 2 of them.
Okay.
So that one and that one, as all of this happened, collapse down to the ground. Doop, doop. Keep in mind, all of you guys are just in the middle of the street right now.
Ducking off into an alleyway.
All right, move yourself. Where are you going?
5, 10. Like, I don't know. Is there an alleyway over here?
This is the map. This is what we got. So you can move a little bit, but it's mostly wide open area. This is wide open. It's not really a city that's congested. It's just wide spaces with buildings.
Okay, so it's not like in the main road.
No.
Okay. Screw
All right, that's
moving
you.
over next to Lily and Shale.
All right, Lily, your go.
Yeah, so which soldiers fell asleep? Or I guess which ones can see him? I guess it doesn't matter at this point. He attacked. We were responding. We gotta respond quickly. Shit. Yeah. Lily is gonna go ahead and whip out her warhammer, and you know what? Let's go non-lethal on this, I guess, because it is a hammer and she can bonk. And bonus action telling Misty to help. Yeah, and she'll bonk twice.
So, dressed as this very lavish-looking mind mage, you pull out a warhammer and crack it up at them.
Occasionally, wizards gotta diversify their skill set.
At least you're flanking?
Oh, actually, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I need to re-roll that, or yeah, re-roll it because it is advantage.
10 absolutely misses.
13.
13 also misses. You swing it again at this individual, and you see that they have an arcane barrier around their torso and body.
But the first, it was with advantage, so the first two was just that one swing.
Yes, that's why I said 13.
Okay.
So 27, however, that fucking hits for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yes, I am using just one hand.
Woo!
Bonk.
Good chunk.
And yeah, then Misty's gonna come over and take some chunks out too, if possible. Which I
Alrighty.
need to open her sheet. I need
Just
to
leave
also...
the wizard with all the soldiers, guys. No problem.
Hey, you've got
You're
this.
fine.
You got this.
No, I don't.
20 hits. For 5. Boop. Alright, he's taking the hits. All done?
Yes, that's all Lily's can do right now.
Marion.
I'm in front of 3 soldiers, damn it.
Oh!
Fuck it. Gonna hold my ring up, clap my hands, and stars begin to form above my head. I'm casting MILF's Minute Meteors.
Go for it.
And I get 6 meteors. And I can choose. Sorry, new spell.
New spell, who's this?
I'm gonna spend oh, okay. I'm gonna wait, does it not? Okay, yeah. Jeez. So sorry, it says I can use 1 to 2, but then it doesn't do stuff. All right, I'm gonna send 1 of the meteors right into the center of the group, so each one of them has to make a dex save.
All right, roll the ability in chat for me,
sorry.
please. You're good. You said Dex.
I'm pretty sure the sleeping guys fail that.
Why is it?
The sleeping guy fails. The first 2 fail,
Why is it not?
and the third one down here is successful. Is it not rolling? For you?
It's. I guess I need to set it as a spell card because I'm clicking the attack, but it's also
Yes.
not. Spell card. Where's the spell card?
Is it asking you what level?
No, that like it already actually hasn't done anything. What the hell? Oh, there it goes. Jeez.
I just rolled it.
Okay.
Go ahead and click it again. Or do you just want to take that? We'll take that. Cool.
Yeah, we can take that.
All right, cool. Each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes must make a dexterity saving throw. So show me the 5-foot point that you pointed at.
Right on the center, so it hits all of them.
Well, so you put it on top of him. It hits everybody within 5 feet of it. Okay, so this one failed. This one failed. This one is successful, so half damage. This one automatically fails because he's on the ground. This one automatically fails because he's on the ground. Is that your turn?
Yes. I'm gonna move like down this way.
Already. As you step down, the individual looks back at you, throwing that at them, looks around him at everybody surrounding him, twists a ring on his finger.
Counterspell.
La Sion. You counter his missile.
Yeah!
He turns back over to you, twists a different ring, Zendetonation, and lies on the ground prone as he casts Fireball above his head.
Can't do it twice in a row, guys. Sorry.
I need all of you to give me dexterity saving throws.
Wait, how does...
Except Misty. He has a special ability with his ring magic.
Oh, okay. So...
He can cast them only through his rings.
So
his rings cast his
Misty
spells.
doesn't have to do a dex save somehow?
No, he's lying prone so it doesn't hit him, and Misty's small enough that that's on his level.
Oh,
Okay.
let me see if we get a natural 20 for dex save. Nope, but 22 works.
Now I get a nat 20.
Jesus, guys! All right.
Hold on. I gotta reopen my page. I think something happened with it.
Go for it. All right, who are we missing here? That's Tolsha, Shale, Lily, and Marion. Okay, gotcha.
Hey, I mean, now we have... He gave us reason. He threw a fireball, and we decided to defend the city.
Oh.
What's the rate of fireball?
He's angling it so he doesn't hit the soldiers, but hits all of you and citizens on the streets.
Isn't it like a 20-foot radius? How is he hitting them and not him?
He puts it above. He's lying prone.
Oh, right. Wow, that's some
Yeah.
really razor edging. Oh, 24.
All right, Marion failed. Everyone else is successful. 24 points of fire damage, halved to almost everybody.
I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance.
Yup, go for it.
I don't know why that ran 2.
Ooh, so minus 14, so you only take 10. Everybody 12s. Then he will spend the remainder of his movement to stand up from being prone.
As the fireball goes off, you notice the singes on the side of Shale that took the brunt of it begin to smolder and glow, and the green veins that you normally see turn like this bright orange and just start emanating, and she's absorbing elements.
Ooh. So 12 down to 6. Now your next attack deals fire damage. All right, Shale, your turn.
She's still in the same mindset, hasn't seen people attacking soldiers behind her. She pushed him away. He cast a fireball on her. So
Hit citizens in the
yeah,
street.
so she's still in this, he's after me, I need to get away, and she continues running. As she takes her next step, she casts spike growth behind her. Like, she'll make her way down the street, and when it's like narrow enough, cast it right behind her in that dimension to like slow down anybody who might be pursuing her. So she's just full sprinting.
Alrighty. So he does not take his reaction to attack you. So we'll just move you down this direction then.
Yeah,
We'll say that you're down
I'm
further.
45 feet of movement going.
All right. Do you want to draw on this map where your spike growth is, just so I'm aware? of the
It's
soldiers?
probably a ways up from where we are, you know, once we get into the street, and she's just going to kind of center it there. So it creates more of an obstacle.
All All right. This soldier has to stand up from being prone. This one has to stand up from being prone. They both stand upwards, a little achy, looking at what is happening. And the dwarf looks back at them. Murder them all. Resistance in the city.
He said murder.
And
he?
they will take out their crossbows and aim at Marion because, well, Marion, you threw meteor at them.
I really wish it was
Kind of
still
put
up,
your
but that
guys-
fireball killed it.
Yes. Wait, they don't have crossbows and they're soldiers?
Oh,
They didn't.
Yeah, these two can't make it
They
to
would-
you. They'll have to take a defensive stance and move 15
I mean, that
feet.
makes sense. Everyone who in this entire city, they have horses and swords.
10,
Also, they
15,
Uh-oh.
20.
They was-
All three of them are going to grab their weapons with one hand to keep their shields up, and three of them are swinging at you. That's the first attack, miss. Second attack, miss.
That one hits.
Third attack, hits. 6 slashing. Fourth attack, miss. Fifth, miss. 20 hits, another 6 slashing. Minute meteor, is that concentration? 2 con saves, please.
I rolled it with the fireball. It was under 10. It's gone.
You have to make new ones. Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Luckily,
okay, it's gone.
Luckily, these soldiers have been drinking a bit, so they're a little. They missed quite a few.
Polsha, your go.
okay. Is flanking with Misty considered advantage?
No.
Misty's
it's
not
like
as threatening enough to.
Think of
It's
her
like
like
a spiritual
weapon.
weapon.
Okay, then I'll move to flank with Lily because Shale's not there anymore.
Yep.
I will cast bonus action Bloody Smite. This is for when I hit, and then I will attack with my scimitar. That is now glowing with the red energy.
All right.
Oh damn, that's a good one against.
con save on him?
If this hits,
Oh, I have to. 12 misses.
Technically, the
The ring bearer mage is pretty well fortified.
yeah, okay.
All right.
Well, next attack, you'll take damage. If only that hit.
Next time you hit. All right, Lily, your go.
yeah. So her brother's getting smacked on by soldiers, but this guy's had a fireball, and then Shale just ran away. I know why as a player. I think it's Lily.
Get back here!
She calls the Shale, and she's going to then. Yeah, she needs to deal with this guy. This guy's too dangerous. Bonus action for Misty, and yeah, smack.
Go for it.
Oh man, where's Bernie when we need him?
Don't worry, Marion's your tank.
I mean,
I think
right
he
now you're
disagree
not
with
wrong.
you.
8 points of bludgeoning, crack across the skull. Ooh, another 8 points of bludgeoning. So 16 points.
She's
total.
good with her bonky stick.
What Misty do?
Oh, he's looking rough. Have Misty do it.
Oh yeah, that's right. And it's not at advantage, but
11 misses.
all right. And then Lily will go ahead and she's gonna just shift a little, like right there.
Marion. You have 3 soldiers solely focused on you. The other 2 are focused on the battle up ahead and seem to be regaining their composure as they're marching forward. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm kind of fucked, so I guess I can only do a couple things here. Because I do not want to have them all take attacks of opportunity on me.
Really? Okay.
I really not like to do that, so...
So what are you doing?
Disengage is a rogue thing, isn't it?
Disengage is an action for anybody other than a rogue.
Okay. I'm gonna use my action to fucking disengage.
All right. Where are you moving to? You provoke no attacks of opportunity this turn.
Trying to map out spaces. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gonna move all the way over here. In between everyone else and me. And I don't think I have any bonus action abilities.
Minute Meteor is an action.
Minute Meteor is an action to cast, bonus action to use. I dropped it before.
Ah, I forgot. My bad.
It's a really good spell
Right,
if I
so
can
well
hold
done.
on to it.
Yeah. If you're not tanking, it's really good. All right, the mage is going to go now, and he looks down at his rings and spins a separate ring on his finger around
Counterspell.
and goes to slap. All right, you successfully counter his spell as he slaps Tolsha across the face, and nothing happens. Psh.
Other than just the echo, because he just slapped a girl.
He's not very... he's a little strong. Not strong enough yet.
Ooh.
Shale, your go. Actually, before he's done, he looks over at the soldiers. Massacre them all. Shale.
Turning back around, she just... Oh my god. Bonus action, takes out her bow, and... Let's see, I'd be maybe 50 feet up the street, but yeah, we'll start plucking away. Non-lethal at the captain first. We'll go for like his legs or something.
The dwarf?
Yep, the dwarf.
Okay.
So, fire. First attack. 22.
That
Favorite
hits.
foe, I will mark him as, and 14.
14. How do you want to do this?
As he says, exterminate them all. He just gets a arrow right in the back of his knee, and as it takes him to the ground, he just cracks his head and knocked out.
He literally took an arrow to the
Second arrow, I'm gonna do on the. I didn't see where Miriam went, and I don't see him from my position up the street, do I?
From your position, Marion is taller than everybody. If you look down the street that way, you would see
Okay,
him.
all right. So this one,
Yeah.
that's closest to Tolsha. That's who I'm firing the next arrow at. Same thing, just trying to bring him down. So
Go for it.
that'll be 19.
Oh,
Yep.
5 more.
That is
Still standing.
it. And then I'm not going. The spikes retract, and I go back 45 towards the end.
Alrighty. Imperial soldiers.
They just saw their boss get taken down.
Yeah. So, they see that happening, and they are going to position themselves forward. 10, 15, 10, 20. Tolsha, 5, 15. Lily. Tolsha, 3 attacks. Lily, or 3 attackers. Lily, 2 attackers.
One of them had to have moved by me because I made it 45 feet back. So I'm taking an opportunity. I don't have a melee weapon, but I'm going to grab them with my bow, like stick the bow around their throat and try to keep them from moving.
So we'll do this one. The first one running up.
So just athletics.
Athletics, yep, opposed by them.
So, nope. So he gets out.
No luck. You go to sweep it over them, and they duck underneath it nimbly and begin charging forward. Alrighty, so we're just going to count this as attack 1, attack 2, attack 3, attack 4 on that line. Longsword 1 against you, Tolsha. 19 hits you, 13 does not, correct?
19 hits, 13 does not.
All right, that's 6 points of slashing damage. The first one is done. 6 misses, 16.
16 is AC.
All right, then that hits you. Please update your display at the bottom. So that'll be another 6 against you. Second one is done. Third one. 18.
18 hits.
Another 6 on you. Lily, same thing with you.
That would hit.
19?
19 will hit, but Lily is. Let me say, I was thinking about if this would happen. Yeah, Lily will go ahead and use shields. She'll use her interception protocol. So
Okay. So both of your attackers completely miss you as they attack. Alrighty. Tolsha.
I'm hurting. I'm really hurting. Bonus action healing word to myself.
Alrighty.
Tulsha, move.
I'm going to do it at second level
Go for it.
for 8.
Something.
And then I'm going to try and go for this one up here to non-lethally strike with the scimitar.
Go for it.
Look at that glitchy dice.
Yeah.
8 misses. You swing, but you're a little unprepared for a situation like this. All done?
Do I risk the movement? I can't.
could have, but
Do you do anything else?
Nope.
All right. Lily, your go.
first of all, I want to say I'm sorry about this. Lily, after she hears the guy say "massacre them all," something in Lily like snaps, like it's that like mental snap, and Lily is going to where she is. She looks enraged. She breathes in and breathes out, and it's a cold cone, 15-foot cone of stuff.
Which hits everybody in this area.
Yes.
Alrighty, so that's a whole lot of deck saves. Tolsha, you as well.
It's DC 13, but that was a good roll.
Well, I have advantage technically because it's magic.
It's
Yes. No, it's innate. It's not magical.
and because
It's innate, not magical. So first one successful, second one failed. Next two. Third one failed, fourth one successful. Last one. Successful. Alrighty, so let's go through the line. That's 14 and half enough on a success. So 14 halved is 7, just barely still standing. 14, dead.
so there's still soldiers standing.
1 second. I'm going through it one at a time. This takes a little bit of time to
My
do.
bad.
14, dead. That is enough to kill this one. And then the last one was a 10. Dead. There's one soldier just barely still standing now after this torrent of ice shoots across all of them.
Lily is stepping forward, still like enraged, in like rage on her face. And because you allowed me to do the thing, Joe, I'm gonna post it again. It's with the metallic dragon boy thing from Fizzbands. I replace attack actions with my breath. So
Yes.
last one, Lily is bonking him with the hammer.
Go
And
for
then
it.
bonus action Misty if he's still alive, but
Let's take a swing at him.
that shouldn't be advantage, but
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, Lily just as like the mist and stuff from these frozen soldiers, like I probably freezes them in their last days. Lily just like bypasses them near the one that just attacked Tulsha, and she like spins the hammer for a second before just like an uppercut to the jaw, and he's just thrown upwards and he's lands on the ground dead.
Miriam immediately rushes up and grabs Lily and like hugs her. Because that was not in her character at all to do that.
As all of this is happening, the mist settles. Shale, you look over at everything that happened in just the briefest amount of time, the entire world changing around you. And for all of you, the destruction, the death, and the town begins filling with all of the Pride's folk. They begin stepping outwards, moving up, and looking concerned. From down the street, you see a couple of Pride's guards and Starosta Goldie running down here.
I'll plan on fighting the entire force in the city. Well,
What happened?
This one, I'm pointing to the dwarf, attacked us. The last words he said was to massacre them all.
He looks past you at a couple of the buildings that are seared with his fireball and a couple of the people who, as common folk, had no opportunity of surviving that.
He did that without any regard to anyone.
Amy will walk over to the Starosta, grab his arm. She isn't lying. That was one of the Volstruckers doing that. Not them. Looks over at Lily, who still looks like the other Volstrucker.
Wouldn't that have gone away with the fireball?
Well, it's disguise self is a thing. Lily will probably like she's still in rage and stuff, but she's just will notice they're looking. She'll rip off the cloak and just throw it on the ground right now, just out of anger, frustration, and that should break the illusion, I think.
Yeah. Who the hell are you people? What are you doing in my town?
We're the ones warning you of a Imperial platoon of 40 soldiers coming to occupy this town in the next few days.
Lily, you look over at the Starosta, and that is the dwarven man you saw earlier today at their father's house.
Oh.
He was the one who delivered the warning.
Oh,
And I'm saying, it's like, hey, you didn't tell anyone. We're telling you.
Yeah. You mean to tell me the entire platoon's on its way here?
Yes, we're trying to find a way to deal with it.
He looks back at the townsfolk. Are all of you still happy with peace? Letting them walk through us? They don't care about any of us. We're nothing but a tool to be used to them. These strangers
have more pride in us than we do ourselves.
He walks over.
I exempt all of you for this massacre. The murdering of these Imperial guards. We ain't tolerating this shit in my town again.
A minor correction. It wasn't murder. It was self-defense.
In the Empire, there's no difference when you're killing them. Thank you. They're Volstruckers, people. Do you not remember the other 5? My uncle? The ropes are still hanging from the tree in my yard.
You see some people in the crowd seem to be shock, and it's wearing down more into fear mixed with anger.
Can I insight to see, like, is it anger at us or anger, like, they're getting riled up, like, with the speech, like, yeah, he's right, kind of thing?
Sure. I can say without even a roll, they seem to be not really angry with any of you. They're more angry at the fact that people came into their town and killed their people.
Who are all of you anyways?
Quick question as a player, did we ever come up with a group name?
I think we talked about it and then never decided on anything.
Right. Shit, wait, didn't I like?
Actually, let's check our private chat. Maybe we decided on one, just never thought to set it out.
No, because I know I asked, like, hey guys, we should think of a group name for shit like this, actually. Oh man. Group name.
Well, I think that was months ago we talked about this.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm control Fing. Oh yeah, there it is. One of the options that Yandish liked, the Riptides. Let's see. Tide Rippers, Crimson Riptide. Okay. Lukewarm Ripson. Yeah, okay, no, that was a joke on me. The Bloodhounds, the Hound Dogs.
Tourists.
Oh yeah, the tourists. After we burned down the resort.
Is that what you say? The tourists?
No. It's just, no, I forgot that we had that as a suggestion. I mean, if we're doing this like point blank right now, I'm all for saying the Riptides.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, I like it. We're a flow of change that ends in blood.
I wouldn't say always blood, but it would definitely a flow of change.
Do I need to
ahead and
show
disprove it.
the last few sessions?
Hey, they're frozen. Their blood is frozen.
Are you all gonna answer? They're getting a little tired.
You found the Riptide, Skrinsky?
He thumbed up. Can barely see, but yeah. Solid.
We're a humble group of adventurers known as the Riptides. We came here looking for someone, found them, and then found everything that was happening here, and we could not stand by and abide it. We hold allegiance to ourselves and no country. And we hope to help Pride's call to become what it is destined to be. A city full of proud people who do not stand under the yoke of anyone who would dare oppress them.
Roll me a performance check, Tolsha.
Performance? Not.
Can
not persuasion.
anyone help with this?
It's a speech. Can you help? Can you
Yeah,
help?
Kurt,
How?
let's go grab him. He's in the tavern.
Oh my god, just Kurt doing a speech while he's on the toilet. In between.
I think I can help a little bit. Miriam just stands up next to Tulsha. It's like, you all remember what it was like before the Empire came here. And you've seen it change since. These people would use their magic on all they deem lesser.
And they would hurt those that don't follow their ways.
Tolsha, advantage.
Oh, roll 20. Don't fuck me, please.
That's really
God damn it!
surprising. Like it's
Dirty 20's not
It's
bad.
not bad, but
it's just like
annoying.
that was
It's
that's like
consistent.
It's something. Many of the people in the crowd begin nodding, and a few of them, yeah. My grandfather would have died watching this shit happen. We can't let it happen again. Not anymore.
ever again.
And then the crowd just begins chanting, never again, never again, never again, shouting loudly and spreading as more and more of these dwarven individuals begin wandering out into the streets. Amy looks over at all of you, smiling.
That's another 100 gold, honeys.
oh man, we just started a revolution. Shit.
Well,
Viva la revolution!
I think it's, Amy, you got enough space for a private rent out right now? For the Starosta? Anything. Thank you, darling. Really appreciate you. All of you, Riptides, let me get you a couple of drinks. Come on in. And he goes over to each of you, holding his hand out to shake it. I'm Starosta Goldie. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
Pleasure. Tulsha.
Pleasure.
Lily.
I'll look over at you,
Is
Shale.
the captain dead on the ground?
Everyone got iced, literally.
No. The captain who was prone is just unconscious. He's not dead.
Can I take all his rings off?
Yeah.
Well, you could
Shale?
if Shale wasn't taking the body over to him. So no, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking the body over to him. He's still alive, and probably better if you were to be the one to question him. I'm sure you got the right questions.
I got plenty of questions. Come on in.
Remove the earrings and rings, though.
Yes. You're a mage, right?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't know anything about magic.
Anything that's
All right, thank you.
metal, take off of him.
Right, of course. And he, gestures, and a couple of the local guards come off and follow your instructions, putting them all into a wooden bowl that Amy brought out, and they bring you on inside. The Starosta sits down. This individual's not in there anymore. Everybody, come on inside.
So we wanted to just get information to divert an enemy force, and then we did this.
To be
Shale, are you coming inside?
Yeah.
to be fair, there was a lot of bad rolls that led to this.
That's D&D for you.
Oh, by the way,
Adapt to the circumstance.
and once we get inside too, Lily is gonna go ahead and look at Tulsha, who she did freeze, and she's gonna apply some metafoam.
Metaphor.
Also on Miriam as well.
Thank you.
That tracks.
Wow, that was. Yeah, that was Jesus.
Hey, unlucky 13.
So- Amy will close up the doors with all of you here. Look out at a few of the regulars. Keep watch out there for anything weird happening. Clean up the blood, the mess, everything out there. We got pigs to feed, so go on. Starosta sits down at the table first and looks over at you, Lily.
Thanks for not outing me. Really appreciate it.
Of course not.
Of course, you're apparently in deep with her father.
Wait, what? You're
Yes, he's that
Good.
kind of a bastard.
Oh, that crazy fucker did it, huh?
Eh,
Anyways, really appreciate you. I've been trying to find a way to rally them up to not want to get walked on anymore.
well, that.
Wish there was a cleaner way.
So do I. Did not expect for him to cast a fireball.
That's what you get when you run into Volstruckers, you know?
Yes.
Under Imperial law, they're allowed to do anything exempt from any persecution or repercussion.
So, in other words, they can do whatever they want with no consequence.
And she says, Lily says that, but she's looking at Shale because Shale was the one who was being non-lethal about stuff.
Sounds a bit like our group.
Well, I hope you're not like them.
No.
Me too.
So, there's your, father asked you to come here and do all of this?
No, we had a different plan, and this happened.
This,
Uh,
the things we do are of our volition, of our choices.
well, I'm happy there's some people willing to do the right thing in this world. Even if you might act a little,
Looks out the window at the icicle person that's being drug away.
Differently. You did good here. Last time this happened, my uncle tried leading a revolution against them. And he took him and the 4 largest farmers that were trying to get everyone riled up as well and hung them all in my yard. Facing my room.
God. That is awful.
They sent the same Volstrucker here. The guy you were looking like. Looks at you, Lily.
Don't worry. He's dead. Apparently, that other one was his student.
Yeah. He was in training, apparently. Showing him the territory he'd be in charge of afterwards. But now that their forefront is here, the other large group is going to be coming here. A fancy trick you did. Are you able to do it again?
Which trick is he referring to?
He's looking at Lily when he says this, so
Yes, we have a method to do this. And if necessary, I'm sure it'll take them a couple days to get here. I can maybe help fashion things to help protect folk.
Our initial plan was to try and make some fake orders saying that they've been directed somewhere else and have someone deliver the orders. Maybe the apprentice to the Volstructor. Who they wouldn't question a Volstructor now, would they?
No, they won't.
Lily looks up to where probably the sound of shitting and groaning is, because where Kurt's is.
Or the Volstrucker and their apprentice.
Do you think you could pull that off two at once?
I think that I could pull off the assistant, but we need a main performer.
All right. Kurt would be the one for that.
So we're going with the same plan that just half an hour ago got half a dozen men killed.
No, that I messed up. And that's what happened. Okay?
I mean, you mess up, you brush yourself off. People are dead. We can't. This is too much.
People die all the time. Good people and bad people. And people that don't even have to deal with this.
Yeah, but not when it's somebody's fault.
It wasn't.
Lily kind of leans in
Got it.
more of a whisper for Shale.
This wasn't our fight. We didn't have to get involved.
Exactly. There wasn't a fight to begin with. So what happened?
Our incompetence. We decided to do something to help and were found lacking.
How did you think this was going to go, Shale? Tell me, please.
I didn't anticipate my sister being captured. I didn't anticipate us fighting a bunch of Imperials out in the open streets. I mean, I thought we were gonna ask some questions and maybe figure out who we needed to talk to. Maybe we'd have to forge a letter, impersonate somebody. Well, we almost got to that part, but...
And then when these Volstruckers figure out what's going on, when they figure out there's a forged letter and all of that, what would happen then, Shale? Do you think they would have sat idly by and let it happen? Or do you think they would have hunted us down and stopped us?
Why did y'all attack? Why did y'all kill him when I was running away?
Because if I didn't do that, they would have taken away my sibling.
Honey, I'm not for nothing.
I don't
I know
know.
you guys care about me and I care about you, but I'm not one foolish enough to put myself in that kind of danger. I'd have been fine.
I don't know what sort of world you live in, Shale, where everything turns out as happily as you want it to. But this is the real world, and people get hurt all the time.
And Lily is just kind of, she's got corner of eyes, like she's tears kind of thing, and she's gonna leave the table and go to one of the inn rooms.
Amy will hand you a key on your way over. Here you go, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Miriam's gonna look at Shale. People do terrible things for seemingly no reason at all, and then the ones who are left behind have to deal with it. And Miriam will get up and go after Lily.
Did I miss something?
Your heart was in the right place, Shale. It honestly was. You wanted to try and do things without causing harm. Unfortunately, there are those in the world who don't care about that and would rather cause murder and mayhem, not caring for the consequences. From what I understand, the Volshuckers are like that. And gods only know what they would have done to Lily. Most likely torture and probably ending in death because they thought that she was a Tal'Dorei spy.
Tolsha, as you're saying this, you see Starosta on the other side just nodding.
It was the case of who do we let die? The Volshucker or Lily? And I'd rather the Volshucker die than Lily. Same thing if you were caught in that situation. I would stop at nothing to see you safe.
Starosta, I trust your information without question. The only problem I have, given the situation, we knew none of this beforehand. We knew none of those men outside. We had never met these Volstruckers, as you call them. And I can take things the way they are, but the fact is, I knew none of this beforehand, and none of us did. I can't feel complicit in the actions taken here. I just can't. She looks at Tolsha. What I saw today was not for the greater good. It was out of fear and hatred.
I didn't think
There wasn't good purpose behind it.
my one spell would have killed him instantly like that. That was a surprise to me. I was hoping to get him hurt enough that someone could have knocked him out.
I don't know what to chalk this up to. Seeing what happened after the Zord, I thought,
Well, we helped free all those people from the torment they were going to have of the nobles that were just murdering civilians.
I told you, I know the good that came out of it. It's just all the pain and killing on the way to get there.
Yeah, that is unfortunately something that a lot of people who try to do good end up encountering. How much justifies what you're doing? At what point do you stop becoming the hero and become the villain? That is the line that only you know. And right now, I still feel like we've done more good than harm, even if just slightly.
And those men's families out there?
The Empire is at war. They knew that becoming soldiers there is a chance of death, just as when you become a town guard. There could be bandits that come and raid a village, monsters that storm the gates, give no heed, murder, and take what they want. The life of a soldier, of a guard, of an adventurer is one filled with danger, where you risk your life every day. Just as even if you're a hunter, one day you might go out into the woods and never return. Could be you fell into a pitfall, got killed by an animal, or it was just an unfortunate day and you got stung by something and died. The world is a cruel and harsh place, Shale. It's up to us to try and make it a bit better.
I'm hearing the words that you're saying, Culture. The sentiment is shared to a degree, but speaking those words and living them are very different, and it doesn't feel like y'all living what you're preaching.
Remember, we started this journey just trying to find our father. We stumbled across those giant insects, those bandits, the resort, the giants, and now this. Those that can be reasoned with should be reasoned with. Those that can't, unfortunately, if they try to kill you, it's your life or theirs. Ideally, you just go separate ways, but I don't feel like we had the choice in that one here.
I get it.
Right, I'm gonna find something strong.
Amy, you'll just point at the bar. Help yourself.
And I go find the strongest thing they have, knowing it probably won't affect me.
I'm gonna go check on Bernie and Kurt, make sure that they're doing okay, and maybe get them a meal and just kind of like go over the events with them.
Starosta will just kind of sit back and watch all of you.
I'll head over to him. I don't know if you were helping our dad stay hidden or if he came to you, but either way, appreciate that.
Dad's been working with me to organize a rebellion here to at least keep us out of it. Quite some time.
Well, it looks like it's finally happening.
Yeah.
At the very least, we make it so that Pride's Call is an autonomous area in the Empire, where it chooses to stay out of the war, but still within. But hopefully, Pride's Call becomes independent, a trade hub between the Menagerie and the Empire.
One thing at a time.
Definitely.
You all aren't trained soldiers.
No.
At all. Clearly.
I studied to be an archaeologist.
Right. It's a tough life to live, helping people.
Can't imagine it's any easier than governing a city.
Governing's a lot easier. I have to care about these folk, know them. That's it. By the sounds of it, you're all having a moral dilemma, hey? Sorry, it's a small establishment.
No, it's cozy, it's fine.
Well, even if you did it for the wrong reasons, those people you stopped are the type of people who make sure this town doesn't ever flourish.
Oh, I could tell that.
Come in and kill us, so even if your heart wasn't in the right place when you did it. I have to be thankful that you did it.
Well, hopefully the person who decided to beat up Loxford at least got something done to him.
You know Loxford?
He's the one who brought us into the city. We helped him.
He's a wonderful chap, eh?
Yes, helped him deliver his orders around, and he came out of the Imperial soldiers were all in and all beaten up, unpaid. We gave him. Well, I gave him some coin to help compensate him. He's a good man.
Yeah, he is. Usually good judge of character, too.
Yes. Here's hoping that
But,
Bride's Call survives what's coming.
we always do. To walk down the hallway to where Lily and Marion are.
Who is it?
Goldie.
Turn to Lily.
Lily will sign that it's okay for him because he's finished sobbing. She's wiping her eyes and stuff, and she's down to sniffles.
You can come in.
He'll step into the room. He'll step in, and this bedding area is shallow enough walls that just by speaking, his voice will carry through every corner of this section of the building. Hey, thank you. Rather if what you did came from your heart or came from your nerves, you helped this town a lot. All of you. It's your first time, eh? Doing something like this?
Is he addressing Lily or Marion or
Both.
Yes. We are academics by trade.
Gee. Oh, Christmas. I don't know what school you go to. Hard Knocks? Oh. But, yeah. There's, a few reasonable sayings that I grew up learning. A lot of wars happen on this coast, a lot of battles, a lot of fighting. The first battle is always the hardest for anyone. That's why so many people die in. You learn a lot about yourself being put into danger like that. Have an instinct to survive isn't a bad thing. But not sure. Do you have a problem with what you did? He's looking directly at you, Lily.
Lily?
I can't judge.
Lily?
I was never in that situation. I cannot judge you here.
Lily is looking contemplative, and then she signs to Marion that I'm just gonna say it, and that's what she's signing to Marion to translate. I don't want to kill if I don't have to, but if I was given the same position again, where my siblings were in trouble, I'd make the same choice.
Marion, you translate that as is? Instinct is what you do when you don't know you're doing it. Being battle worn means you learn what you're doing.
Everyone, when you're battle worn, you develop scars. I've already got my own. Lily signs.
Yeah. Some scars can't be seen.
Yeah, Lily definitely nods at that one.
He gives you a knowing look.
Yeah. Thank you. It's sad that any more scars have to happen for any of you. But it goes to helping us. Thank you.
He will lean down and give you a full bow.
Lily is like probably normally if Lily wasn't in her current like emotional state, she'd like savor that, but in this case she's like doing the whole like hands, no, don't, you don't need to do that kind of like jazz hands, but like you don't need to, you can stop kind of thing. Yeah, that one.
This thirst will keep going to the last person in the rotation, Shale. Tending to the two brothers. Knocks on the door.
Yeah, it's open.
He'll open it up.
Hey. Sorry. Just want to check on everyone, make sure they're okay.
Well, they've had better days, but to be honest, this one here, he's had worse too, but yeah, they can be a handful.
Well, other than some seared assholes, I think those two will be fine. Just talking to you.
Doing all right. Still got a bit of the bun and kind of got a weird tingle on my shoulder, but other than that, I think everything's working as it should.
He'll look you in the eyes.
You're not used to people being around all the time, are you?
Not quite, no. This is probably more people I've seen in the last month than I have in my entire life.
Well, that seems a little clear. Not sure what all happened with all of you, other than what you were discussing out there. But you're... Alright, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Your siblings have the heart of warriors, but the spines of cowards.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of fear in most of them.
Yeah. You seem a little different than that.
Well, I've kind of been on my own most of my life, so never really been afraid of losing much, you know?
I guess that's one way of looking at it. I never had that luxury in my life. Or position, I should probably say. Yeah, sometimes people act stupid when they're faced with situations they've never been faced with before. But I'm glad all of you came out alive. Look them in the eye, they're good folk. You especially, Jesus, you... Do you love your enemy?
Can't say I rightly know him, but I think just about everything's deserving of somebody's love.
God damn.
I hope everything turns out right here, and I'm sorry if we caused any trouble for you down the road, but
It caused a lot of trouble, but it was trouble that was coming nonetheless. If anything, you gave us a fighting chance. Those two here, I was being watched all the time. I could barely even slip out to tell your father what was coming.
what? I'm looking for a way to divert that force that was maybe set up for coming down here. I needed to do a favor for my father. And if possible, if you are able to come up with something, get anything out of that new friend of yours that I brought you, please let me know. I'm gonna be going back to see my father again soon. And I'd like to I'd like to see through what I said I'd do for him.
Right. Stay true to your word. It's a good thing. No matter what else. But I think your father knows more about these guys than anybody. He, sits down on one of the ends of the table. For God's sake, he was one.
What are the bullstruckers that y'all keep talking about? I mean, I kind of get what they are, but I don't really know too much about them.
Volstrucker is a organization ran here in the Empire by, predominantly Trent Ickathon, but a couple of the other high-standing officials of this land. Children who show high aptitude for magical enchantment learning, like your brother in the other room. Miriam, right?
Yeah, the big one.
Well, what the Volstrucker do, as far as I've heard from it from your father, is if they show this aptitude, pay the family handsomely and tell them they're going to be granted the opportunity to serve the Empire unlike any other force in this land. And they immediately go off to train. One of the portions of their training is to come back and kill their real parents.
Why would they do all that?
To break them.
No, I mean become a Volstrucker. That just sounds awful.
In this land, from From a young age, you're always told serving the Empire is the greatest calling you could ever have. And they don't know how bad it can be. What happens? Those people out there are the one that I still have and the one that you all killed. They were trained to be murderers, investigators, watchers. They were broken at a young age, made into this. I mean, you've seen your father. Look at his eyes.
I don't scare you, do I, Goldie?
You? I've never felt more comfortable around another person who just murdered someone or contributed. Not sure. In fact, none of your siblings scare me.
I think that's the way it ought to be. Probably killed more beasts in my lifetime than 50 retired soldiers. But it shouldn't be something that you carry or something that people fear from you, that you're capable of, you know?
Right. No. I got a better head on my shoulder thanks to my uncle raising me. But I could understand some people being afraid. Murdering is rough. I've never done it, never wanted to. I outlaw executions here, even though the Empire says it's allowed. They encourage it.
What?
You don't know much about this city, this country. That's fine.
I'm from Tal'Dorei, the Umber Hills.
Never heard of it. That's the way they keep it out here. We're not allowed to know anything that happens over across the pond. We're not allowed to know what your life is like, so we don't know what to compare it to. We think everything's normal here, or at least those that are too young to understand what normal used to be. Walking down the street having tax collectors go door to door. If you can't pay the taxes, they break your door, they break your knees, they break whatever they want. And you better have the taxes next week. Having a system in place that a public execution is justified just because the individual spat on a government official because they didn't like a rule they instituted. And people that are trained as the dogs of the Empire who can walk into a city, decide that I know things that are being hidden from them and torture that information out of them. No consequence for their actions.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna feel much better when I go back home.
Same here.
But you grew up here, no?
I'm old enough to remember what Pride's Call used to be. That was my home.
Well, if you forgive a young woman, would you care to indulge her in a few of your stories? And Shell's just going to listen to him talk about old Pride's Call for as long as he's willing to entertain her.
Yes. And he will give you every amazing story that Pride's Call holds dear from generations of Dwarvish storytellers between one another about this incredible city
the incredible heritage, and the incredible stories that they all have at their disposal. And I think that this is a good place to end the session, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a good time. A little emotional and shaky there for a little bit, but I mean, that's the way the dice roll sometimes, right?
You go into it with a stealth mission, and all of a sudden you go loud.
Then we have to
It
politically
happens.
institute a rebellion.
No, a
But anyways.
revolution.
Players, thank you all very, very much for playing. It was a great session for me as a GM. I hope you all had a good time. Viewers, thank you all very much as well. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.